Warning: do not attempt to perform any challenge or develop any mindset you are about to see. Viewer discretion is advised. Hey guys, we got 12:10 a.m. Friday, December 1st. Start of the month. And goals are always changing, and that has a big effect on where my body weight stands. And this new goal I have, I need to beef it up a little bit. So I usually sit about 180 or 190. I'm gonna get the scale out and see what I'm at right now. And I'll show you guys. I'll get that going. Let's see. 187.3. So my goal, let's see. All right, we got that set. So 187, 10 pounds would be 197.3. My new goal is going to be 200 pounds to 210. So I normally set 180 to 190. You saw it was 187. I just eaten probably an hour or so ago. But I need to beef up a little bit, like I said, and sit in that 200 to 210 range. So goal is going to be 10 pounds in 10 days. Man, dieting is not as easy as it may sound. If it sounds easy to gain 10 pounds, to eat more, it takes a lot of discipline. And I've been in this situation before, waking up at 3 a.m., eating 9 meals a day. And what I'm going to be doing for this go around is 3 a.m. Every 3 hours, which will come out to 8 meals a day. I should be sitting around 4,000 to 5,000 calories, but I thought this might be good to show you guys kind of what I'm doing to achieve this, because it does take a lot of discipline, and I'm sure I'll talk later on. But if you've never heard that gains are made in the kitchen, well, it's the truth. You can make yourself do a half-hour workout, but can you make yourself eat every 4 hours, every 5 hours, or even eat the right things that you're supposed to? So we'll see how it goes. 10 days, 10 pounds. I want to get to that 200 range. So I'm going to have to hopefully gain just over 10 pounds, but the goal is 10 pounds in 10 days. So I'll do a little before and after. No pump, just to see if we see any changes. So if it looks bad, like I said, there's no pump, and it's probably the lighting. That's why I look small. All right, so for this first meal, normally I'd be ending at 12 a.m. for my last meal, but to kick the challenge off, I'll go get a meal and show you guys what I got. We're looking at just after 12 a.m. December 1st, kicking off the 10 pounds in 10 days with pork loin sandwich. We got 8 ounces of that. Shredded cheese, a bun, side of potato fries, and say 14 ounces of water. We're looking Probably 700 calories, 60 carbs, and 40. So, yeah, it's pretty early. A little late on this meal because we're going to go every 3 hours. So, next meal will be about 3 a.m. So, I'm going to try and knock this one out and on to the next one. "12:45 a.m. Just finished up the first meal. It was good, but it took a minute to eat. Maybe I should have chosen a smaller meal for the first one to kick off since it was midnight. But like I said, it was good. Got one knocked out. 7 more to go. I'm gonna go to sleep. See you at 3 a.m. We got 3 a.m. December 1st, and there's 2 cups of milk and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. It's meal number 2. It's about 350 calories, 20 grams of protein, and 25 grams of carbs. It's gonna be a lot easier than gonna be a lot easier to put down than the last meal with pork loins and fries. Alright. And just like that, meal number 2 down. See you at 6 a.m. 6:48 a.m. December 1st. We got 5 eggs split across 2 sandwiches, and once again another 14 ounces of water. I forgot to say, when I had the pork loin sandwich, I ended up having 2 glasses of water. This is about 700 calories, 50 carbs, and 36 grams of protein. So, yep, 6 a.m., 3rd meal. We'll get it down. Another one down. Here we go. Finished up 7:15 a.m. So, I'm not gonna lie, that was rough. Between that pork loin sandwich and potatoes with the 2 egg sandwiches, that's pretty thick. That glass of water really helped push that down. You know, normally if you're bulking, trying to beef up, you're gonna add in another meal, and then another meal, and another meal. Or at least that's a good approach to take. So, kind of doing a 0 to 100, jumping straight to 8 meals a day. It's gonna be a push, a mental push, bite after bite. And the reason it's like that for me now is for quantity, but for you it may be for quality. What if it's eating a healthy food that you don't normally like to eat, right? So there's always going to be a mental push no matter what you're eating or what you're drinking, whether or not you like it or whether you have to eat less and you feel hungry until the next meal because you're trying to diet, or you have to eat more and you're trying to push past that full limit. That's kind of the point. There's always a limit, and we got to push past them to get to our goals. So, 3rd meal down until the next one, 9 o'clock. Better make some room. "9 a.m. Time for meal number 4. And look what we got. Maybe hard to tell, but oatmeal. We do some runny oats. If you're having trouble getting meals down, or just want to make it easier, add more water and it's going to help it go down. You may like to taste better when it's thick, but oatmeal can be a pain to get down. So I did 2 cups of oats. No, not 2 cups. I did 2 servings, 1 cup of oats. I'm glad I'm not doing 2 cups. So 2 servings, 1 cup of oats, and then I just about doubled the water. So I did 3 cups of water. So another 24 ounces of water in there. We're looking at what, 300 calories, about 10 grams of protein, and 50 carbs. So another solid meal. And I said the little tip is add water. Do those runny oats, because if you got a lot of meals coming in, 2 birds in 1 stone. You got to drink some water anyways. So mix it in with your food. All right, we'll knock this one out and on to the next one. All right, 9/11. Just finished up. So I feel like I got my second kick in here. You know, after how the last meal went, this went down a lot better. I feel like I could already eat the next meal we got coming, but I'm definitely not gonna rush it. I'm gonna enjoy these few hours off. But I just wanted to point that out again with the runny oats. It can be a lifesaver if you're stuck in a little rut. Now I'm keeping this a challenge to show you strictly the dieting and discipline with that. But I just had a body weight workout before this meal, so I just want to make sure you understand if you're bulking, it's not a pig out session. It's a increasing of meals, and you may be wondering why I'm splitting them across so many meals. You know, every 3 hours for 8 meals. But the point is to increase the absorption of the nutrients. If you ate 1 or 2 meals and just tripled them, a lot of that's going to get wasted or put to fat. So that's kind of a little gist. I just wanted to point those 2 things out. Remember, you're still working out, still building your strength and cardio or whatever your goals are, and you're spreading the meals across. You just don't want to double or triple the size of your meals. It may end up leading to that, but it's better to increase the amount of meals than increase the size. All right, until the next one. 12/12. It is still December 1st, but we're halfway there. If you see that pile on the plate, that's ground turkey. So ground turkey, we're talking 93% lean. If you're bulking on a budget, go with ground turkey. You're going to get it cheaper than your beef, your chicken, your pork, and it's going to be the leanest. So with this meal, 340 calories and 42 grams of protein, no carbs. I threw onions in there. Those are nutrient free. But another reason I did is that if you read any PubMed.gov articles, eating onions enhances the production of testosterone. So, little added benefit of this week with the bulk, increase the production or enhance it, the testosterone production, to help increase your gains, right? And then some black pepper on top. But yeah, ground turkey's real good. Eat it plain. The good thing with that is that it tastes like whatever you flavor it to. So there's really no reason not to like it. If you want it to taste like beef, put beef seasoning on. Put chicken seasoning on. It's real good for any meal. Throw it in tacos, whatever you want. It's a plain meat. It's turkey, right? So I'm excited for this meal. The hardest one so far has been the 6 a.m. eggs, because those were thick going down. I should have thrown some sauce on there or just left them a little runny, but I'm ready to go, so I might devour this. 12:26. Just finished up that turkey, and let me tell you that was good. Ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed that very much. So we're halfway through the day. I tallied up nutrient count so far. We got protein at 148 grams, 148 calories, 2,390 carbs, 185, 185, and then water, we're at 70 ounces. So just over half a gallon for water. So yeah, I think we'll be right on track with that 4 to 5,000 calories. Yeah, and protein and carbs. That's right up there, right up where we want it. So we're just halfway through the day. We got, 4 more meals coming. So till the next one. 12:45. We're back early. Figured I would do a halfway weight. See what we weigh halfway throughout the day, just to give you guys a gauge how much is going in the stomach. I mean, I've used the bathroom a few times, but let's give it a shot, see what we're at. $189.6. So we started at 187.3. So we're at 2.3. 2.3 pounds we're up. And yeah, that's after using the bathroom a few times, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of food going in, so we'll see. We'll do one at the end of the day, and then that'll kind of give us a reference for how the week will go. It's about 1:30 p.m. Not quite time for the next meal, but what I'm going to do is a little olive oil shot. So, olive oil, not only does it have calories, real talk, it's going to be a quick 200 calories with no protein or carbs. But it also has anti-inflammatory properties. Once again, PubMed articles you can look at. It's similar to taking ibuprofen. I don't take ibuprofen, but people say they have the similar effect when they drink straight olive oil. So anti-inflammatory properties. Something to keep in mind is that if you're taking a bunch of anti-inflammatories, it's going to inhibit your muscle rebuilding because of the protein synthesis. A shot of olive oil for a couple of days ain't going to have an effect, but this is going to help with the bulk. Get 200 extra calories in per the 2 tablespoons. That's going to be real quick. And also other health benefits. Healthy for your heart, like cardiac disease, diabetes, and other things. So something to look into, to keep in mind. Maybe if you want to implement it into a couple things, then that's great. If not, if you're trying to bulk and you want some extra good calories, it's good to take a shot of. I wouldn't drink a whole cup of it, but like they say, moderation. So, there we go. Yep. Tastes like oil. Got the oil. Yep. Alright, so that's it. Quick little drink snack until 3. 3 o'clock. Time for the next meal. What do we have? The good old spaghetti. So we're doing 4 servings of spaghetti. So we got 960 calories, 190 carbs, 190, and then 40 grams of protein. 4 servings of spaghetti and a cup of spaghetti sauce. I went with the 6 cheese sauce, but it's gonna be good. Just gonna be filling. So I'll try and smack this down and probably work out after this. All right, here we go. Just finished up the spaghetti, and man, that was filling. It did go down easier than anticipated, and that's another pro tip. If you're bulking with spaghetti, go with the angel hair. Unless you have a big appetite and want to put some linguine or spaghetti down, angel hair, with how thin it is, it's going to go down nice. It truly makes all the difference. And I did throw some more sauce on there, but it's all good. Help wash it down. And then had the 14 ounces of water with it. So angel hair, if you're trying to put some more food down. Also, what was I gonna say? Uh, oh, with your with that feeling in your stomach like you're gonna throw up. If that happened at 6 a.m. for the eggs, there's gonna come several times where your stomach is packed and you feel like you're gonna throw up. And what you do is you stop, wait a second, and then take another bite. So, unfortunately, you just got to keep eating. But it will happen, and you got to push through it. If I would have stopped at 6 a.m. this morning when it was happening for those egg sandwiches, I would have made it this far, and I've eaten. This was my fourth meal since then. So, if you feel like you're gonna throw up, wait a second, and then take another bite, and you'll make it through it. All right. Until the next one. What do we got? 3 o'clock. 3 more. All right. Just about 6 p.m. And we got another peanut butter and milkshake. Same nutritional value as the one earlier. It's 2 cups of milk, and so 16 ounces, and 1 tablespoon of peanut butter. I'm not really that full right now, but no matter how full you are, milk always hits the spot for me. Time for the peanut butter ball. Mm. Whoa, that's good. Okay, 2 more meals left today, and I knocked out a lot of the big ones earlier. So 1 more around 9, and then another at midnight. And I know I keep saying it's still December 1st, but really, the schedule never stops. So once it's 12, it's back going at 3. There's no end. All right, so see you at 9. Just about 9 p.m. So I'm going to kick off the next meal. So for today, we're going to have 9 meals. All the rest of the days are going to be 8 meals. And the reason that it is because I kicked this off at 12 a.m. this morning. So getting an extra meal in today. But yeah, this will be the 8th meal. We have a cup of Raisin Bran and a cup of milk. So we're looking at protein 13 grams, calories 320 calories, and then 59 grams of carbs. So we'll get this 8th meal in, and then we'll finish off 1 more at midnight to get our 9th in. Man, cereal's done quick. That's the thing about being on a bulk. When you're eating a bunch of big meals, regular sized meals like a bowl of cereal become child's play. I mean, I probably had that down in 30 seconds. And I was sitting there a few minutes before I got up to do this little video. So, hey, we're doing good. See you on the last one. Last meal, we got the Greek yogurt. 2 servings in there, a cup, which is a cup and a third. Nutrient count for this meal is protein 14 grams, 1/4, calories 400, and then 50 grams of carbs. Running total for the entire day has been protein 235 grams, 235, calories 4,620, 4620, and then carbs 509, 509. This has been 9 meals. Yeah, 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. Yep, 9 meals. The rest of these days will be 8 meals. All the meals are going to be the same for the 10 days except for the pork loin meal. When I had the pork loin fries, that's going to be a free meal that will change. Free choice, like today I'm having chicken. The old rotisserie. So the rest though will stay the same. So that's kind of the template and the nutrient count average, like I said, except for that first meal. So I don't think I need a video after this meal. I think you know I can finish a cup of yogurt, but I'll head out and get my weight, see what we're sitting at. It's 3:30 a.m. December 2nd. I'm about to get my first meal going to kick off that second day. But first I'm going to weigh myself to see how much we gained after one full day of eating. So here we go. And also, I ended up having 98 ounces of water yesterday, not including all the cups of milk I had. So here's the weight. So we ended up at 189.2 and we started at 187.3, if I remember correct. So a few pounds. We're only in day 1. So we'll see how the rest of the week goes. I'll keep checked in with weights at the end of each day. And like I said, the meals will stay the same. So we'll see. 10 more days. That's a lot of room to grow. Just about finished up with December 2nd. So we'll get another weigh in. $191.7, so we're up a few more pounds. We'll get day 3 going tomorrow, or a few hours. Into day 3, and we're sitting just above 189. So we'll keep pushing away and see what happens today. Into day 4, and we're 192.5. So up quite a few pounds. I was thinking my weigh in from last night after day 3 was a little low, and I'm wondering if it was the flooring I had, if it was a little too soft and it was making the numbers lower than what it should have been. Not really sure, but put it on a new flooring this time and we'll see, because I know putting it on carpet or something soft can skew the numbers. But at that point in time, I didn't think anything of it. But looking back on it, that number was a little low. But we're still on track. 4 days down and 6 more to go. You saw it's done. Man, this is a big milestone for me. They talk about hard gainers, hard losers in terms of gaining or losing weight. I've had a long journey when I was younger, starting high school in the 140s, into high school 160s. For the last few years, I've been around 180, slowly creeping towards 190. And now my goals are aligning for me to put on this little bit more of weight. So I put it into a challenge to do it in 10 days, and it took less than 10 days. I didn't want to do it too quick. I could have had it done in 5 days, right? If you see the weight, this bulk, I'll call it bulking on a budget. I can post a pic, but this bulk you can get in under $200 per month for all of these meals, which is astonishing. The amount of food and nutrients you can get just by making wise choices. And a couple of things I want you guys to take away from my experience with this bulk is, one, if you've never bulked, you're going to be using the bathroom more. Prepare for that. If you're going to use wipes, not to get into it, but just realize you're going to be on the toilet more. With meals, you can always cut a meal out, right? If you're gaining weight very quickly and you're on day 3 and you're gaining more pounds than what you should be at, cut a meal back, right? This is a template. It's fine to cut back to stay on top of your goals, but it's not fine to skip a meal if you're not gaining enough weight, right? Another thing with skipping meals, there were meals I missed. There were time slots I missed, right? If you miss a meal, just tack it on to the next meal. If I would have missed one of the milk shakes, I could just add that on to another meal. Just never give up. Always adapt your schedule. So even though I set in stone every 3 hours, if something happens in life, right, just adapt. Don't quit your bulk because something comes up. So either add it to another meal, or if you eat it an hour later, now just take a 2-hour break before the next meal instead of a 3-hour. So that's my big point. When you're doing a scheduled food meal prep, we know schedules fail, and I just don't want you to fail. I want you to make sure you keep moving forward and keep eating the meals, whether it's exactly at the 3-hour mark or 4 hours, or if you're combining 2 meals, it's fine. So this weight gain went very well, and I hope this is a good example for you guys to learn when you hear people talk about people who have a hard time gaining weight or a hard time losing weight. That just means they have a poor nutrition plan, which doesn't mean it's their fault, right? But that's the truth. If I have a hard time gaining weight, which someone from the outside with little knowledge would say I have a hard time gaining weight because I can eat whatever I want and I won't gain weight. Well, if I formulate a plan with my meals to gain weight, as such as I did in this video, then I'm going to put on weight very quickly. When I had other goals, when I was sitting around the 180s for more body weight running and swimming and rucking, I dropped 10 pounds just as effectively as I could gain 10 pounds in this video, which is why I wanted to show you. So that's the big point. I could go into all the workouts, right? But with this video, I wanted to show you the challenge of disciplining yourself to eat all the meals you need to succeed for your goals. And whatever your goals are, I showed you weight gain. If it's weight loss, formulate a plan or reach out to me or someone to get that plan so that if you follow it, you'll get to your weight goal. Because no matter how much you work out, they always say you can't outwork a bad diet. So I'm going to see what the aftermath is, do another just dry pose with in the same lighting and everything to see if we notice any difference. One thing I want to say too is I gained over 10 pounds, but from my first weight, I had shoes on, I had shorts, I had t-shirts on, a t-shirt on, and my last weight was just socks and underwear. So I gained over 10 pounds easily because my starting weight was actually lower than what it was. And that's another thing. Usually I don't videotape this stuff, so all my weights throughout the days probably weren't as accurate because I was on different flooring, different clothing. But hey, the first weight I ever took, I had extra weight on. So without that weight, I would have actually been lighter. And my last weigh-in I took, I was just in socks and underwear. So well over 10 pounds I gained in under 10 days. So we'll see if we notice any difference. I say just after the first day I was noticing a difference from my workout, from the way it felt and looked, and it's just common sense. The more weight you put on and muscle, it's gonna feel better in the gym. So we'll see. I'll be curious to see what it looks like. So I will probably go get a juicy pump, and maybe I'll put that in the video, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just enjoy it for myself to top this bulk off. Yes, we'll see you then. Ooh. Ooh. Dang. Ooh. Yeah. Alright. That's it. Oh. Damn. That's a good pump. Good light pump. This is going to be the last meal I'm showing of the bulk challenge. And we got Ben and Jerry's. I want to give a shout out to Rich Piana, rest in peace. When I was younger, he had a Bigger by the Day program and tons of informational videos. He gave me the foundation I needed when I was first getting into fitness, working out, and nutrition. By the time I was watching him, he was to the point in his life where he was all about giving real information, not following a sponsor or a message that he truly did not believe in. And that really helped build my foundation for the years to come, especially to have stumbled across him in the beginning of my stages of working out. Because if you haven't noticed, when you're first getting into something new, it's so hard to find someone that's true and really willing to give you that down and dirty information that you need. And without someone like that, it takes years to siphon through the information to figure out what's true for yourself. And you should always do that no matter who you're listening to. But I was able to learn a lot of good information from him. So with that said, I'm going to enjoy this Ben & Jerry's. See if we can crack this open. Going with strawberry cheesecake. If you have never watched any of his videos, check them out. There's still a lot circulating around the internet. He still got his channel up. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Probably might not be the best quality or editing or information, but it works for me. So if it can work for you, have at it. Wow. Yeah. That's a good way to top it off, alright? So until the next one, keep pushing at it.